This is Swiss and Chips, your British guide to Switzerland. Hello and welcome. You're listening to Swiss and Chips. I'm Jo Fay.
And I'm Simon Sried.
And in this week's episode, we're continuing with our list of Swiss German and German words that don't translate directly into English. Yeah. And last week we had so many, it almost blew my mind, has to be said. And I think we've got more on the list this time.
Yeah, it's part 2 of our big Swiss words that don't really translate to English.
Exactly.
Or are hard to translate, let's say. Also, we have to say some are High German words and used in Swiss German as well. So it's not only Swiss German, but all of these words are very often used in Swiss German. But before we dive right into it let's talk quickly about our Facebook group, just to tell everyone how much we like the group and people who join.
Yes, exactly. Search for us on Facebook, Switzerland for English Speakers. There's a few questions you can answer that will help us get to know you a bit before you do. And basically anybody can post questions in there or tell the others about something cool that's going on near you. It's basically just a super nice place, I think, with people who've been here a long time and people who've just moved here or people who want to move to Switzerland to swap questions and experiences.
Yeah, I thought, just as we were talking about it just now, I thought the other day there was somebody, I can't remember the name, but she was really nicely asking if there is anyone who wants to do a tandem learning.
That's like a language exchange.
Yeah, exactly. So she is Italian and speaks a little bit English, or quite good English probably. Mm-hmm. And she asked if anyone who is an English native speaker wants to learn Italian and want to meet. So I think for these things, it's really a great group and I hope everyone likes it. And if you have recommendations to the show or to the group or anything, just join and tell us what you think.
Great. Okay, let's get stuck into the list.
Next word, that's quite difficult. It's Zugzwang.
Excuse me, say that again.
Zugzwang. Zugzwang in High German.
Train pressure.
Train force. But
that sounds painful.
As soon as I explain, it might make more sense. So it's, for example, in a board game, let's say chess.
Yep.
So you make a move. A move is a Zug in German.
Gotcha, yep.
So you are forced to move. A compulsion to move, basically. Is that the right word? Compulsion.
A compulsion is when you feel like you have to. But if you're forced to, it means that someone else says it's your go, you've got to go.
So you feel that you have to. You are under Zugzwang.
Under move pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you are in a discussion with someone or something. Maybe there are 3 people and it goes back and forth and then they're leaving, but everyone knows basically. Can I say that? The ball is on your side?
The ball is in your court.
Exactly. So then you are under Zugzwang. So you must make the next move. Gotcha.
Does that also apply to politics, for example?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, very often used as well.
Great.
Then another one. Oh, that could have gone with the sport. It's called innerer Schweinehund.
What?
Excuse what?
If you hadn't said this thing about the sport, I really wouldn't have known where we were going with this. So that's your inner...
Direct translation would be inner...
Swine.
Schwein, pig dog. Right?
Yeah, technically speaking, but I think what we're looking for here is a swine. You swine.
Okay, yeah. Swine
you
dog.
Naughty rascal.
Yeah. So your inner... Basically the inner Schweinehund... That's the voice inside your head who says, oh, today you don't need to go running. You can just stay on the sofa.
Really?
So you would say you have to beat your inner Schweinehund. Huh. So if somebody says, oh, I just can't go running, then very often they say, you have to beat your inner Schweinehund.
Wow.
Be stronger than it.
Your inner Schweinehund.
Yeah. That's the
word I need.
The small asshole inside you who says, no, don't do that. No, that's not good. No, just leave it here.
Yeah. Hey, cool.
So
No, we don't. I don't think we have something for that, I have to say.
But you have, you know this voice that the devil inside you, basically. Not the devil, really. More
Yeah, that's the thing, because we have, like the devil on your shoulder, but that's telling you to do something bad.
Yeah, but it's not the same then.
No.
Yeah.
It's a sort of inner lazy voice, but
Exactly.
I don't really have a word for that.
So that's a good one then.
Excellent.
So now it's getting more and more exciting and more difficult. So next one is Hundsverlocheti.
Does this quiz come with pictures?
I say it in High German, maybe you got a better chance there.
Okay.
Hundsverlocheti. No, that's also not High German.
Relaxing dog.
That's
Are we talking about yoga?
No.
Is it the downward facing dog?
Hund.
Dog.
Hund is clear, and verlochen means to
Loosen up.
no, dig a hole and throw it in. So basically, a dog burial.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. So Hundsverlocheti is word translation, word by word, is a dog burial. But just a slang for burial. Verlocheti.
Right. Got it.
Dig a hole and throw someone in. Mm-hmm. So what do you think does that mean?
Oh.
Or when is it used? I admit it's basically
Maybe when you're working at the pet cemetery, for example. If you're a bad vet.
No, what you would say is, at the weekend there is a great event. But then the other says, oh, it's just a Hundsverlocheti. It's an event which is totally not worth going. So, or what my father used to say always is, don't go to each Hundsverlocheti. Don't go to every rubbish event. Just, don't need to go out every evening.
Aha, I see.
Hundsverlocheti.
And it only applies to events?
Yeah.
Or like parties?
Yeah, party, events,
Stuff.
Concerts, everything.
Okay. And is that a Swiss German or a High German?
It's Swiss German.
Brilliant. Okay, great.
We still have like 5-6 to go.
Oh, right.
So the next one is Bürogummi.
Office eraser.
Yeah. What does that mean?
The eraser that you keep on your desk?
Yeah, basically. But it's the eraser that sits at your desk. So it's basically the clerk.
Like what?
A clerk. It's slang for a employee, a worker at the desk.
Oh, right. An office worker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it doesn't imply that they're rubbish.
No, not at all. It's just slang. It's maybe slightly, maybe tiny bit negative. But I would say I'm a Bürogummi as well. So.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't listen to your inner Schweinehund. Or whatever.
Anyway, so I'm sure you have a word, but this is just Swiss slang.
Cool.
Then I think you might have a word, but I wasn't sure, so I shoot it anyway. It is Verschlimmbessern.
Oh, right, yeah. This, no, I don't think we have a word for this, but I think I know the meaning.
So
maybe.
Maybe first, schlimm means bad.
Yep.
Verbessern means improve. So
to make something better, to make something worse while trying to make it better.
Exactly. Basically to disimprove. Isn't it that?
Yep, that's a very good word.
Is it?
To disimprove. I don't know if that exists or not.
Okay, anyway, so it's basically
No, that doesn't exist.
So you are at the test at your, let's imagine you
Oh,
are at
no,
your German
please
test. Then you sit there. I hope you will not think about that.
I certainly will. Now.
So you have written down all the results, then you just go through it and to double check, and you are at the word and you think, is it correct or not correct or not correct or not? Yeah. And then you
rub it out with my Bürogummi.
Yeah, exactly. And you put in a different word, and then afterwards you see, the first choice would have been correct.
God, no.
So you verschlimmbessert it.
Yep, I'm gonna verschlimmbessern that.
So
test.
you disimproved it.
Disimproved. I don't think that's a word.
Okay.
But God knows.
Then another very quite interesting one is Kummerspeck.
Kummerspeck. Something bacon.
Yeah. Kummer is if you have Kummer means you
Blubber.
No, blubber? Blubber is what?
The sort of squidgy fat that's on a whale.
No. Kummer means you feel pain, emotional pain is Kummer.
Right, yeah.
So emotional pain bacon. What would that mean? What do you think?
Emotional pain bacon. Emotional pain bacon.
Okay, I don't want to make it
Don't know.
your day.
I think I've got it right now, though. Minus the bacon.
No, no, it's basically the weight you gained that comes from emotional pain overeating.
Oh, yes. No, we don't have a word for that, but we need that. Yeah, you've got emotional eating, which is when you have, feel rubbish, so you go home and stuff your face with crisps and
so
chocolate.
You become bigger, and the fat you have, it's called Kummerspeck.
Well, that's just really mean, isn't it? As if you don't feel bad enough, there's a word for it. Oh, how's your Kummerspeck getting along? Nicely, I see.
Yeah, so now we're coming to a word I already used quite often, and I never could explain to you properly. So I'm not sure if I can do it now. So I hope you can.
Okay.
A Bünzli.
A Bünzli. No, I'm drawing a blank there.
Okay. Oh no. So I googled it online before because I didn't know how to translate. So there is one word I also have never heard, so I hope you have, and I try to pronounce it correctly.
Okay.
Philistine.
Philistine.
Okay.
We're talking about a sort of a stupid person.
Yeah.
But the word we're using is a sort of caveman type person.
Yeah.
What a Philistine. He's like someone from the Dark Ages. He's so backwards in terms of his thinking, like, very outdated ideas.
Yeah, a Bünzli. No, okay, then it's not the word. So let's try with the explaining. A Bünzli is very often used. So a Swiss Bünzli would be somebody. You see them it's quite stereotype in Switzerland, I would say. They have their garden made properly. They stand up the same time, eat the same breakfast, make everything properly, everything nice, same every day, the same stuff. And it's quite hard to explain, so help me.
That's just the thing is, I don't think we have a word for this. Boring?
Yeah, it's very boring.
Yeah.
But you would
straight-laced.
Doesn't help because I don't know what that means then.
Excellent. A Bünzli.
Yeah, so you would say it's very boring, but for example, it's not really not a compliment. It can be, for example, a family. I think they can be a bit Bünzlig.
Yeah.
It's also used as an adjective in this case. So because you want to be a bit, organized and so on. So.
Yeah, I think we don't really have a word for that. I'm kind of thinking something like a plain Jane.
Yeah.
That's a sort of non-remarkable...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Over-organized and extremely, very fussy about everything.
Yeah, we don't have that. I can't think of any word for it. It has to be said.
Okay. If anyone out there knows a word for it, please let us know. Just... go to our website and leave a comment, or go to our Facebook group, leave a comment, or we have this post that we made about the show, so you can leave a comment there, or write to us on Twitter, or write an email, or you find every possibility to connect on our website, which is called
swissandchips.com.
Exactly.
Or in our Facebook group, Switzerland for English Speakers.
Exactly. So you see, we need help.
Yeah, please tell us what a Bünzli is.
So, combined with Bünzli, what is a Tüpflischiiser?
Oh, gosh. Well, I fear that if I answer this, I may have to give our podcast a different rating this week.
No. It's basically, it's a...
I'm going to suggest a polite word before you say this.
Okay.
Pooper. Double pooper.
No. No.
No?
Well, directly translated, it means dot shitter. Right?
Oh, right. That's why I gave you the polite word.
Tüpfli is a dot.
Yep.
And
dot
the other
pooper.
word, I think we got that now. So, but it means like, they don't...
poop?
Really? So they only make small dots.
But exactly in which situation do you need this word?
So what that means is that's a fussy person or a nitpicker. They're so fussy about everything. They must just here and there and there. So when, for example, you do the washing, and then in Switzerland you are in a rental apartment, you do the washing and you are 5 minutes
Overtime.
Exactly. So the person will come and say, oh, you are 5 minutes overtime. Then you can say, oh, you are such a Tüpflischiiser.
Yeah, that'll go down well. I'm going to use that.
Exactly. So then you will have your first nice conversation with the Swiss person. Whew, okay, last one.
Okay, try me.
It's called Sturmfrei.
So, I think I know what this means.
Yeah.
But directly translated means storm-free. Storm-free.
Yep.
Without a storm.
Yep.
But I think it means when you live at home and your parents are away and you can invite people over for a party.
Yeah. Well, the conclusion you made now, but it only means the first part.
Ah.
It means you are at home with your parents and maybe your sisters and brothers. And then one weekend and they say, oh, we go to somewhere. So you are home alone.
Woohoo!
Then you have Sturmfrei.
Sturmfrei,
And
yeah.
so somebody at school, maybe that's more usual, or when between, let's say, 14 and 20.
Yeah, /13 nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. So somebody will say, oh, has Sturmfrei? Do you have Sturmfrei so I can come over?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I think what we used to say for that was free house.
Okay, so you have a word.
Free house this weekend.
Very good. Yeah, it's also, I think all of these words are very frequently used. I've used them, all of them, quite a few times, let's say, and heard or you read them. So, yeah, hopefully it was helpful for anyone, somebody out there.
And if not, you're enjoying your Schadenfreude.
Yeah, exactly. And if you know any more words, just let us know in our Facebook group or on our website. And
We'd love to hear from you, especially about Bünzli.
exactly. So we talk to you in
2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.